sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Uses the stiff arm. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
21 yards there on third down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. You know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray steps away. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Moore now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Darnell Mooney, 76 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Moore now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the handoff, now Murray. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game. 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And a loose football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well, because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big yardage.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Throwing now is Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Bears force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Set to return it, here's Moore. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
This is Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. From the 41, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And off comes to Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Santos for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. Moore now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
Now Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 17, Fields steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away 1/2 of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Breaks through the contact, and they work this well upfield across the 45.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is Jakeem Grant.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run. This is Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Montgomery fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taking down the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now Murray again. Being chased out left. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Give him 30 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man is Grant. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,